You're welcome back to the news at 10, coming to you live from Abuja. Now to the judiciary. The National Judicial Council has declared the suspension of the Chief Judge of Abia State, Justice Theresa Uzokwe, as unconstitutional. This was part of resolutions arrived at after an emergency meeting of the council, headed by its chairman and Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Onoge. In a statement, the NJC also declared that the swearing-in of an acting Chief Judge by Governor Okezie Victor Ikpeazu without the input of the NJC was unconstitutional, null and void. The State House of Assembly had announced the sacking of Justice Uzokwe over alleged misconduct and incompetence, after which the governor appointed another Chief Judge in her place. Meanwhile, a federal high court sitting in Lagos has adjourned the criminal trial of the former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, on grounds of ill health. Mr. Fani-Kayode, who is absent in court today, is said to be suffering from a heart-related ailment. His counsel, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Norrison Quakers, told Justice Rilwan Aikawa that he was informed by Mr. Fani-Kayode's wife that her husband had been taken to the hospital. The counsel promised to obtain the medical report and make same available to the court. Mr. Fani-Kayode is standing trial alongside the former Finance Minister, Nenadi Usman, and two others, Danjuma Yusuf and Joint Trust Dimensions Nigeria Limited, on a 17-count charge of alleged fraud of 4.9 billion naira. The prosecuting counsel, Rotimi Oyedepo, has however asked the court to observe Section 396, subsection 4 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, which states that no party will be entitled to more than 5 adjournments in a particular criminal case. The case has been adjourned to February 28 and March 1st and 2nd for continuation of trial. And that's all from Abuja. Back to you, Melinda.
Many thanks, Linda. Governors of the Southeast have organized a commendation service in honor of the late former Vice President, Dr. Alex Ekwueme. The service was attended by hundreds of notable Nigerians as well as family members of the late icon who testified to his good legacy. A procession will move to his hometown in Oko, Anambra State, where more Nigerians will gather to say goodbye to him.
Hundreds are gathered at the Michael Okpara Square in Enugu State for the interdenominational commendation service organized in honor of the first elected Vice President of Nigeria, late Dr. Alex Ekwueme. Among them are family members, government officials, dignitaries, and other guests who have traveled from far and near to celebrate the life and legacy of a man who many believe was a unifying force. In a message titled, "How Prepared Are You?", the Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Enugu speaks about the late icon.
We congratulate his families for hearing the good things we are hearing today about Alex Ekwueme. God is waiting for all of us at the point of our death to give account of our stewardship. It is a time for us to be remorseful as we send Alex Ekwueme to the last place of his rest.
The host governor, alongside other members of the Southeast Governors Forum, as well as the Sokoto State Governor, joins in the eulogy.
The bell has tolled for a great leader, an exemplary statesman, a man of immeasurable honor and unquestionable integrity, a beacon of democracy, a man whose quiet mien and Socratic gray hair are both humbling and arresting.
It has been said today that here goes our Caesar. When will another come? For these virtues that are pure, for these virtues that are righteous, for these virtues that are sterling, we will copy.
Our condolences to them, the people of Anambra State, the people of the southeast of Nigeria, and indeed the people of Nigeria.
Someone who is familiar with the office of the second citizen is former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who speaks very highly of the deceased.
He was indeed a fountain of wisdom, a fountain of intellect. He was one man who became, as it were, in that constitutional conference, the rallying point of all of us.
And then a fitting tribute from the brother of the deceased and king of Oko Kingdom, Ekwueme, who conducts a rendition of the famous Hallelujah chorus from Handel's Messiah. And with that rousing performance, the procession moves to his hometown and final resting place in Oko, Anambra State, where family, friends, and all who have been impacted by his life will say goodbye to a truly quintessential man.
Diamond Bank, one of Nigeria's retail banking giants, has set aside a whopping 433 million naira as a total prize money to be won in its Diamond Extra Season 10 reward scheme. The promo is tied to a minimum deposit of 5,000 naira in the Diamond Extra account to qualify for the draws. The winner of the Salary for Life will receive monthly salary of 100,000 naira for at least 20 years.
When the needs of customers, real and potential, drives the existence of a corporate, what you get is a tailor-made product that hits the bull's eye. In this case, Diamond Extra Account fits that billing. It's season 10 of the Diamond Extra Account promo, a financial service that allows you to save and at the same time qualify for a wide range of reward, including salary for life.
As soon as I was stepping in my foot into the compound, they are shouting, "Oh, Daddy, congratulations." I was like, that was when I was like, believing this is true. The next 3 days, I now get a lot. Salary for life. I was like, oh boy, this is true.
The fact that I'm here, the fact that senior members of the organization is here is a testament that it is the small, unseemly people that have made Diamond Bank big, and we appreciate it, and we will continue to do so. No monies are too small, and no customers are too big in Diamond Bank. Diamond Bank is really a place for everyone.
Over 5 billion naira has been won in the last 9 years of the activation, with a whopping 433 million naira set aside for this year alone for 4,950 winners.
Just open an account with a minimum of 5,000 naira. And the way it runs is that every 5,000 naira in the account gives you a ticket into the draws. The winners are selected through an electronic process. But in this season, one additional thing we've added is that we have a quarterly draws. As you're winning in month one, you can actually build up funds towards the quarterly draws.
Diamond Bank is focused on touching lives, making a difference, and giving back to the society. So if you look at what has happened here today and you listen to the comments, you see that these are people who really need to win. And we've done so much in the bank to make sure that we are targeting the right set of people.
According to the bank's management, Diamond Extra Account is an important solution for customers that serves as a utility account, which includes earning competitive monthly interest on savings, lodgement of checks and dividend warrants from other banks. It also gives the customer the hope that one day he or she will win something big.
In the world of business, the production output rises, and Anne has details for us.
You first. First Bank.
Thanks a lot, Melinda, and welcome to Business News. A survey by Reuters indicates that crude oil output from the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries have risen by 100,000 barrels in the month of January from an 8-month low. According to the survey, OPEC pumped 32.4 million barrels per day in January from last month's total, which of course was revised down by 110,000 barrels in December to its lowest since April 2017. The biggest supply this month is coming from Nigeria, where some shipments originally planned for export in December slipped into January, while top exporter Saudi Arabia boosted output by 50,000 barrels per day. Both Nigeria and Libya were originally exempt from cutting supply, since their output was already curbed by conflict, while both OPEC member countries pledged not to exceed the 2017 levels this year. An agreement has been reached to build a refinery in the border town between Katsina State and the Republic of Niger, and a crude oil pipeline from the Republic of Niger to the new refinery, which will be in Nigeria. This is coming after Nigeria's Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Ibe Kachiku, met with the Nigerian President Mahmoud Issoufou in the country's capital. Nigeria and Niger have also agreed to set up a high-level technical committee to help develop a roadmap for the project, while a bilateral and technical agreement is expected to be signed within 60 days. The final trading day in the month of January at the local stock market has closed with 34 basis points drop in the main index after 2 positive sessions this week. Chimeze Obiwago has the details.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The optimism expressed by most traders that the market will end the month of January positive did not materialize, as the index closed Wednesday in the red. This is no thanks to the demand and supply sentiment which weighed on Nigerian breweries and international breweries, which affected the consumer goods sector despite the gains recorded by Flour Mill after posting a fantastic third-quarter result. Meanwhile, the initial loss from Dangote cement shares affected the overall index, which was trading as low as 1.14% 30 minutes to the close of trading. However, the sudden reversal of the share price of the cement giant to remain unchanged at 270 naira helped the index to soft land on 0.34%. And as I said at the beginning of the week, that nothing lasts forever. The positive sentiment towards Tier 2 banks dropped today, while the big banks are expected to remain flat until maybe their results are out. Well, having taken their profits for the month, traders expect portfolio investors to return and take position in February, and that, no doubt, will translate to positive trading. And that's the Stock Market Report. I'm Chimeze Obiwago.
And as for major world stock markets, they have ended the last trading day of January in mixed sentiments as investors digest latest corporate earnings, while U.S. stocks erase earlier gains following the Federal Reserve's assessment of the economy. Let's check out the numbers for today. And that's Business News for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anne Mwawadu. It's back to you, Melinda.
You first. First Bank.
Many thanks, Anne. Still ahead on the news at 10. Gabon captain Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang joins Arsenal from Borussia Dortmund for a club record £60 million. That's in sports news. Stay with us.